This is my max main account, Dabe. There's only one problem. My bank is empty. Okay, maybe that's not entirely true. I decided to sell off every item that had tangible value in my bank and just start over. This account has one goal and only one goal: have fun. I don't want to implement any crazy gimmicks or anything that's going to make this hard to follow. I just want to be able to occasionally log on my main, make some money, and work on getting some gear. I've been playing my Iron Completionist series for well over a year now, and even though it's been really fun and I enjoy doing it, I sometimes crave the lateral progress of just being able to buy gear on the Grand Exchange. So whenever I get that urge, I'm just going to hop on this account and play it. And don't worry, it's not going to negatively impact the speed that I upload those other videos, so don't even worry about that. But while I'm finishing converting my bank into platinum tokens, a quick word from our sponsor. Collecting things is in my blood. I do it on literally every game I play, and with over 650 unique champions and billions of ways to customize them, today's sponsor, Raid Shadow Legends, lets me scratch that itch. And by the way, it's available on mobile and PC. I'm not kidding, I am constantly trying to get new champions on this game in pretty much any way I possibly can, because there's just so many to collect, and Raid even has something extra special going on right now. There's a new legendary champion based off of MMA and pro wrestling legend Ronda Rousey. Her backstory is pretty cool too. She grew up in a minor Bannerlord house with 7 brothers, which she constantly trained with and competed with, only for her true potential to be realized after she took on 4 knights barehanded in a tournament. Eventually, her prowess as a barehanded fighter led her to become queen of the arena of Belzeddarr. You can get Ronda for free just by logging into Raid for 7 days between now and February 20th. In addition to Ronda, this month Raid has a huge new update that includes a new dungeon and introduces Artifact Ascension. You can battle through the Sand Devil's Necropolis to earn the oil needed to elevate your artifacts. And on top of that, there's even some new champions, including some holiday-themed ones being added to the mix. Even the Bastion is decorated to look all wintry. Oh yeah, if you're an Amazon Prime member, you also get a bunch of exclusive rewards in Raid as well. So to celebrate Ronda being a part of Raid, make sure you guys use promo code RAIDRONDA, like you see on the screen here, to get a bunch of stuff like XP boosts, 500k silver, and 3 energy refills. New players can also use my link or scan the QR code to get a starter pack worth 30 bucks, a free champion Vergus, as well as a bunch of other stuff. These rewards will be available in your inbox for the next 30 days. Well, I think that's just about everything. There's a couple things in here, like obviously, you know, the Tokel that I'm never going to spend, but I like having a high amount of. The Ensouled Goblin Heads are a very old meme. And then just some untradables and random clue items. I didn't want to fully get rid of all the placeholders because I have certain tabs set up in ways that are very beneficial for me for doing mass clue scroll openings, but nothing of value left in the bank, and everything has been converted into platinum tokens. Now, I haven't really genuinely played a main account in a very, very long time, so I don't really know what the best moneymakers are anymore, and if you guys want to leave me some suggestions, feel free to do so down in the comments. I will definitely take them to heart, and feel free to leave a like while you're down there. But I feel like starting with Corrupted Gauntlet is probably the right call. I haven't done much on this account, but as you guys can see, I have the Hunlift pet that you probably saw in a Guides for Us All video a while back. And I somehow still didn't win that challenge against him, man. That was embarrassing. Let's go get started and make some money. And the best part about getting to Prif is that I can just use the Spirit Tree at the Grand Exchange and teleport right over there. I don't even need starter gold to buy a teleport. So as it turns out, if you don't do the Corrupted Gauntlet for about a year, you end up being just a little bit rusty at it. But you know what? 943... considering it's been over a year, is really not that bad. So let's see what we're getting from kill count number 2, Corrupted Gauntlet. Look how much money this is. This isn't even going to be counting the crystal shards. That's already 230k. I'm going to go sell this and actually get some supplies for birdhouse runs, because I'm pretty sure that nests are very valuable right now. I mean, look at this. This cost me like 20k, and that's 5 birdhouse runs. Ready to go. Chest number 2. Right, number 4, what do we got? Ooh, that was a good one. 2 halberts, 2 plate skirts. That's actually really good. Dragon arrows are worth that much now? And this is why I'm doing birdhouse runs in between my corrupted gauntlets. This was a terrible run. I only got 5 nests, and that's still 30k for like 30 seconds of effort. Definitely worth it. Oh, that feels like enough corrupted gauntlet. It should put me at around 100 shards. So, seems pretty good. I'm gonna go sell off the loot after doing another birdhouse run. And let's see how much money we made. Alright, I don't think I'm missing anything in here, so let's go ahead and chuck this all in and see what we get. So maybe we weren't getting necessarily, like, the best rewards, but that's 2 mil there. I have a little bit of cash from the gauntlet itself and the first couple drops that I got in my bank, so we're up to 2.5 mil and 98 crystal shards and some cosmic runes that I might have missed. Now this is the part where I'm actually going to make a lot more money than a lot of people are expecting. I'm going to turn all of these crystal shards into divine super combat potions. And the reason that I'm doing that is because it is disgustingly high profit to do. I don't really know why it's still so disgustingly high profit to do, but I'll show you in a second. I don't even have enough money to buy all of these super combats at once. That's embarrassing. Now we have all of our potions made. Go ahead and chuck the rest on the Grand Exchange, see what our total cash ends up being for just a few hours of gameplay. We're up to 3.3 million gold. And that's with some not so amazing luck at the Corrupted Gauntlet either. I definitely could have gotten a lot better loot there, but we were getting tons of arrows and gems, which are basically dead drops. What I actually want to do now is some easy clue scrolls. And the reason specifically easies is because they're easy to get. And also I'm missing quite a few collection log slots here, so if I ever decide to make this into like a collection log completionist type series on my main account, then we're good to go. I decided to buy a Ring of the Elements because it's just so nice, and I can always resell it later if needed to. But this is looking like a pretty decent setup. Obviously, I'm going to throw a Glory on as well. Easy clues might be really good. I could get super, super lucky. I could get super unlucky. We could potentially get master clues that I could do as well. So I'm going to finish setting up the rest of my inventory, and I'll see you guys in a little bit when I have like a good handful of caskets. Doing my clue scroll, and I found this Dragon Impling here. I probably should have put that in a jar. Got, let's see. Got 3.9k out of that. What are those worth now? Oh, they're worth 300. How am I getting more God Eggs on this account than the one that actually has the freaking necklace on to get God Eggs? What is this? There we go. That is 100 easy clues completed. This honestly took about as long as it would have taken on my iron because I'm so limited on teleports and funds right now that it was basically like doing them on an iron. But hey, by the way, if you guys are enjoying this, make sure you are leaving a like and a comment so I know you guys want to see more. And hey, subscribe if you haven't already. Alright, well, we are still missing a lot of easy clue collection log slots, so if we happen to snag some of those along the way, that'd be great. But mostly, I just really want valuable clues. Starting off with a 1900 GP one is not putting my mind at ease here. There are a lot of valuable easy clue items, and there's a lot of really not valuable easy clue items. So we could just maybe stop with the really bad ones and get some of the really good ones. That'd be great. Even teleports. I will even be happy with good teleports. This might have ended up being like a massively worthwhile thing to do. I was about to say massive waste of time. That's a ham joint. Wow, these things have really crashed. These used to be worth so much more money, but 2.8 million gold. I bet every single one of you was laughing, and you were like, easy clues? What kind of idiot is going to do easy clues for money? Well, who's laughing now? There's 118k thanks to the Black Full Helm G, one of the Fashionscape items that actually has a little bit of value to it in easy clue scrolls. Hey, we actually got a new collection log slot. I wasn't really expecting to get any, but I'll take it. That's a really good one. 300, okay, well, I guess that's technically a decent one. 325k for the Black Wizard Hat G, one of the better items for sure from Easy Clue Scrolls. Ooh, another really good one, the Iron Plate Body G. See, Easy Clues are not as bad as everybody thinks they are. They're actually pretty decent. Like, I guess there's like only a handful of items that are really worth a lot, but it's still not a bad way to make money, and you don't have to buy Implings to get these at a reasonable pace either. Ooh, collection log slot and like a 50-60k item, Ancient Robe Legs. Not flared trousers, but a collection log slot. Hey, there we go. Finally, a Master Clue Scroll 80 Easy Clues in. Now, there is one problem. I have, like, no money, and I need to be able to buy something to actually fight the NPCs during this. So, Dragon Scimitar, baby, let's go. Well, look at that. I actually got the casket. It wasn't too bad. It was just a hell of a lot of running around the game and a lot of triple steps, but nothing super terrible in terms of things I had to do. You know what? Anything over 200k and I'll be happy. It's a little over 200k. I'm happy. I'm not complaining. There it is. Blue Wizard Robe G, 210k clue. Alright, if we get nothing in these last 10, I'm okay with that still. Doesn't even matter. Another a little over 100k clue. Black Wizard Hat trimmed. Absolutely gorgeous. Ooh, and a Master Scroll Book, which is worth a little bit of money as well. Ooh, a log slot and a valuable log slot at that. 188k. You know what? This was totally worth it. These last 10 clues have been really freaking good, man. Alright, and the final one, a beautiful 11k. Let's go ahead and sell off the spoils from all this and all of our birdhouse runs, which is actually going to be a pretty decent amount. But first, I'm going to go and turn in these bird eggs. Maybe we'll get an evil chicken piece. I really doubt it, but mostly just because they give you an extra nest each. A maple seed, that's not terrible. Alright, here is the big one. Do your birdhouse runs. Look at all that money. 700k in those nests right there, and it didn't take you much time at all. And the ham joint sells for sells for like 2.8, but we got a little less than 2.8. So we are just shy of a 10 million GP cash stack. That's actually pretty good. It's not quite as much as I was hoping for, but it's pretty good. Well, the whole point of me doing this is to do things that I want to do, only things that I want to do, and things that sound fun. And you know what sounds really, really fun to me? Going to Bandos with an absolute garbage gear setup and seeing if I can snag myself a Bandos item. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to spend probably just about all of my gold, and let's see if we can come up with something decent. So I think this is what I'm going to go with. Yes, I did buy an Impetuous Seer's ring for literally nothing other than mage defense. I still need to buy Barrow's gloves and supplies, which is a bit of a problem because I only have 200k left. In the end, I had to sell off some of my soul runes, and oh my god, supplies are so expensive right now. This is crazy. Like, I do not remember brews and restores being 10k each, but I guess, I mean, it makes sense. That's why birds' nests are, you know, so good right now, but still, oh my god, dude. So if this ends up not working out, I do have a backup plan, but let's just hope that it works out. Bashing goblins with an ancient staff to get kill count. Bro, what year is this? To anyone wondering how I'm doing this, there is a range method at Grottor that's basically the same as ranging Zilliana. You just run around the room, land on these specific tiles, and then shoot on those specific tiles. It's actually really, really simple, and I wish that we knew this method when I was doing Bandos on my Iron Man 5 or 6 years ago, because it is pretty simple. Unfortunately, because of my gear, I don't do a lot of damage, and I do take a lot of damage, so I don't know how consistent this method's going to be, but I'll at least stay for a few trips and see if we can end up getting lucky. Ooh, hey, there we go, that's something good. A God Sword Shard off of a minion. Normally, I'd be like, oh, who cares? It's a God Sword Shard, but dude, right now, 150k is a lot of money to me. So that's I don't even know how many kills that is. 15 kill trip? That's honestly freaking ridiculous. This setup gets you a 15 kill trip these days. Dude, New Age Iron Men, you guys have it so easy. This is ridiculous, man. Back in my day, we got like 1 kill Bando solo trips, and that was good. Like, you were like lucky to get a 1 kill solo trip. Okay, you know what? That's pretty amazing. Let's see how much money we actually got from that. Alright, let's see how much we actually got from this trip. I definitely spend a good amount of money doing this, but 534k, even with the amount of runes that I'm using, is probably netting me a positive, I think? I hope so, anyway. Well, I managed to get myself that hard clue done. Hopefully we can get some good rewards out of it. Ooh, another master. Okay. Alright, I guess I have to try, right? Casually running around in the wilderness with my whole bank on. I mean, small bank, but it's still my whole bank. Managed to finish this master clue. Let's see if it was worth the copious amount of time it took to do this one. I would say so. About 400k. That's pretty good. Bruh. I just get a freaking longbone? Come on, man. That is about 40 kills done or so since we have come back here. Hopefully we can get something soon. I might actually like switch it up and do something in between just so that I can upgrade my gear a little bit. Like maybe get, you know, an anguish or something would probably help quite a lot. I'm not sure. Well, another trip at Bandos done, and we are starting to run kind of dangerously low on supplies. So I'm going to go have to sell off everything that I've gotten so far. However, I did get a bunch of clues for my birdhouse runs, so I think with this hard clue we got here, I should be able to do a master, which might give us a little bump to the GP. Maybe this can turn things around for us right here. Let's go ahead and see. You know what? Again, 380k is really good. I'm not complaining with that at all. Actually, saw this dragon impling, ran to the Grand Exchange, bought some impling jars, and hopefully I can catch it here. Please don't fly out of my reach. Oh, please don't do that. That good old stamina boost on the cape. Thank you for knocking that impling towards me, sir. Should be good to get it now. There we go. Beautiful. I got it. 313,000 gold. Well, this is the first time I have run out of casts in the middle of the trip, so I guess I'm gonna have to go sell everything off. And without getting a big drop, I don't think I'm actually profiting yet, so I need to make a little bit more money. However, since I'm focusing on my Iron Man pretty heavily right now, I actually have a pretty good idea of what I want to do. But first, let's sell off everything we have in our loot tab. As you can probably tell, I am buying a melee gear setup. Now, I sold off my Bandos gear, if you can really even call it that, and I'm now going to go head over to the Firewatch Sentinels and AFK. This way I can work on my Iron Man and still make some progress on this account as well. And this is the way that I'm going to save tons of money at Vires, super attack potions, and a Dragon Battle Axe. It might seem obvious to all of you who have played Iron Man, but this cost me 200k, whereas, guess what? Super combat potions are really expensive right now, and they're 10k each. So this is the equivalent of 20 super combat potions, and I get 300. This has actually been a really good idea so far. I've been here for a good amount of time, and it looks like someone just died here. I've been here for a pretty good amount of time so far, about 2,000 kills, which is unfortunately past the drop rate. But I just had the situation happen for the first time where someone else's blood shard, I'm assuming it was this guy's, popped up on the ground, and I thought it was mine, so I took a second to go switch screens to try and record it, but now looking in my valuable drop chat, because it would have popped up in here, it wasn't. So I could have just picked up someone else's blood shard and had like a free 8 mil or something, but I was being an idiot. Ooh, a blood shard, finally. Even though this took me 4,000 kills when the drop rate is 1 in 1,500, I'm probably going to be here long enough for the RNG to just balance out, since I'm actually doing this, well, doing pretty much everything, playing my Iron, and even currently raiding in Classic WoW, which I'm realizing now my mic wasn't muted, and the 24 other people in my Discord are hearing me commentate this clip. Beauty on the ground, I don't know how long it's been there, so I'm going to pick it up, but that is blood shard number 2. Believe it or not, I'm actually at the rate for 4 of them. I've been here for quite a while, but it'll turn around. I mean, I'm just kind of chilling and AFKing here, so blood shard number 3 coming back around. We are about 5-ish times the drop rate, and we have had 3 so far, so hopefully we start getting some more here, but it's took less time to get this one than the previous one, so I guess we're doing all right. There we go. It's turning around. You can literally see the previous one in my chat still. It's been like 5 minutes. That's just the nature of RNG right there. We go super dry and starts to turn around. Oh my god. Well, there it is. What a beautiful chat box. Blood shard, blood shard, blood shard. This is exactly why I said I wanted to do this. It's AFK. I'm literally working on my Iron Completionist series while I'm recording this, and it's taking next to no effort, and I just got 3 blood shards. So we are at just about 7,500 kill count on this character right now since we have come back here. So that's our 5th shard, and we're smack on the rate. And there is blood shard number 6. Now, I know what you guys are thinking. Oh my god, he's getting so many of these so quickly. No, this is over the course of me AFKing for like a few weeks. Just so you know, these aren't actually crazy good money, they're just crazy AFK. Looks like these might be going down in price. Maybe I should have sold them before they did, but that's another blood shard coming in. We're at like, how many kills are we at now? We are at a little bit shy of 10,000 kills. Alright, you know what? It's time to stop AFKing and head back to the original goal of this episode, which is going to Bandos and getting a big drop. I have been at Vires for a pretty good amount of time, but again, it's just been 100% AFK. I've invested next to no effort, and it's time to go reap the rewards. So obviously, because I was AFKing, I left some items on the ground, but I picked up as many blood runes as I saw, which was about 14,000 of them, and if we go down to the loot tab, I got, oh my god, that's more than I thought I picked up. Nearly 600 adamant plate bodies, almost 300 runite bars, over 100 rune full helms, rune ore, rune kite shields. Ooh, let's sell all this off. So far, I am pleasantly surprised with how much money we've made, and I haven't even sold the blood shards yet. So let's go ahead and drop these in here, and it actually looks like they've gone up in price a little bit since the last time I looked. So if they sell at 6 mil, I'm happy. And they do. Which brings our total cash stack up to, wait for it, over 60 million gold. AFKing is always worth it, guys. Well, according to RuneLite, I have killed well over 13,000 Firewatch Sentinels, so I'm going to go ahead and throw that on screen right now. We did get a little unlucky on blood shards overall, but honestly, I'm really not too miffed about it. We still did fine, and you can tell I didn't make the 95 mil that it projects that I should have made, but it's because I didn't pick up all the ashes, and since I wasn't paying full attention, some stuff probably just despawned around me. It's time to get an upgrade to our previous Bandos gear and head back and hopefully have an easier time. Well, I managed to find a way to basically spend all of the money that I had. And our setup actually came out looking pretty good. Some of the stuff is a little more expensive than I remember being. Like the Anguish was 15 mil right now at the time of me buying it for some reason. So I guess maybe I should go to Demonics at some point. But Armor Crossbow, Twisted Buckler, we got an Archer's Ring and imbued it. If I had more money, I definitely would have opted for a Ring of Suffering, so that's probably the first thing I'm going to buy after this. Got the Anguish, got some Diamond Dragon Bolts, had to sell off the Fury to be able to afford those, and since I kept my Blood Runes, I didn't have to buy any more, and we now should have plenty of runes for healing up in between kills, and I won't have to buy more after every, like, 2 trips. Let me just say, the difference in the gear was noticeable. My accuracy was way higher, but I was still taking a ton of damage, so I might need to rearrange some stuff and buy a Ring of Suffering, sell off the Archer's Ring. I'm not really sure yet, but the damage was very noticeably better. Oh, there we go. I was about to say that is the last kill of the trip, and we got rewarded. Would you look at that right there? Valuable item. I picked that up so quick. I was ready to dip out. I had no prayer potions left. Amazing. Does it sell, though? That's the real question. 17 million gold for these things, man. They've gone up so much. Let's see if it sells. Yeah. Let's go, dude. That's so much money.